First of all, I think that bill should be unconstitutional. I think immigration law it's based upon it's a federal policy. It's a federal jurisdiction. It's also a very racist bill. Actually, it's targeting a specific group, which I think is very negative.
I actually do agree with the laws passed in Arizona, although they might seem a little biased and that they would increase racial profiling. The work that the U.S. government has done, the federal government has done, securing our border is extremely inefficient, and the Arizona state has been forced to step up and take matters into their own hands. And whether it might seem a little unfair to some groups, some minorities, it's what had to be done.
All of the United States is made up of immigrants. Everybody knows that. There's Hispanics, whites, Asians, every ethnicity there is. If you're going to do that, then you're going to have to pull over everybody in the United States. Anybody that goes to Arizona, even if I go to Arizona, I'm most likely going to get pulled over, and I'm an American citizen. I'm born and raised here.
There's a lot of problems. Like, they can't really stop the immigrants. They should do a better job about that. Like, we just read about a case where an immigrant just easily hopped the border and became like a doctor after a couple of years, which isn't bad. It's good in this case, but he still hopped the border, and everybody's handy dandy. My parents worked really hard to get this immigration thing. They didn't have to hop any borders, or they didn't take a canoe to America or something. We took the legit way. So sure, it's racist, but they have to do something, you know?
I think they're ridiculous, and I think they are... I don't really see the point for them. I think that banning illegal immigrants is not... like, they frame it as this counterterrorism move, but in reality, the people that are coming into America from Mexico, most of them are not terrorists. Most of them are people who want to become like gardeners or just make a subsistence on just jobs that Americans wouldn't even take. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that globalization has taken away jobs from Mexicans. They've taken away any means to actually produce a living, and so they have to come to America, and yet the laws to get into America are so difficult and draconian that you have to come in illegally. And then if you try to ban them, it's just like, why are you trying to do that? I don't think that's very clear. I think they try to frame it as this thing about crime, but I don't think that's the real issue.
This is how I feel about it. Like, that's crazy. You can't do that. I wish they tried that in New York. They wouldn't have enough jail cells to hold all the people that are gonna get locked up. I promise you. Because I'd be in there. Because I'm not gonna cooperate. I'm not gonna have my papers with me all the time. That's ridiculous. You can't do something like that to people.
Also, I think it's gonna increase racial profiling, because if you see, for example, an Hispanic person walking, you're gonna assume, oh, he's an illegal alien, they call it. So I think it's gonna increase racial profiling, and it's not. I think there's going to be riots and a lot of stuff.
It's going to cause a lot of problems. They better be ready for a war, because that's what they're going to start.